Hi angels, welcome to Earth Angel Energy. I'm the Earth Angel and today I'm bringing you another general message. We're just going to tap into the energy and see what we get. I see something going on. Something. Oh, Two of Cups. Okay, love. I like love. Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay. It was kind of interesting the way that this card came out. Okay, so we got the Two of Cups and the Ace of Wands in reverse with the Four of Pentacles. All right, let's see what's going on here. King of Swords. I feel like once in a blue moon, there's like a King of Swords who always just comes through. So I don't know. And the King of Swords is, the air is the fastest moving energy. It's the most clearly moving energy. So when it comes through, it comes through. Ten of Pentacles. All right. So we have love here. But we have like some restraint or holding back when it comes to like intimacy. I don't know if someone is celibate. I don't know if someone is dating and not being intimate. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad approach. Yeah. I mean, if you want to wait till marriage, I mean, God bless you, truly. Six of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and the Strength. Okay. You know, it's one of those things where it really does kind of weed out people who are serious versus like people who are just there for intimacy. I mean, just being honest and realistic, there's also plenty of couples who, you know, have intimacy and then stay committed and stay together forever. So they're not necessarily mutually exclusive. But I might be talking to someone who is interested in dating, is interested to, you know, getting out there, is looking for commitment, looking for marriage, but is not wanting to be intimate right away. Eight of Swords, Sun, and the Wheel of Fortune. It's really not a bad idea. I think it's something where there may be some challenges, I guess, with it in the sense that, you know, it can be tough when you're like really vibing with someone and then you're like, oh, by the way, but I'm celibate. And you know, sometimes people, that's a deal breaker for them, which once again, then that makes them a deal breaker for you. I think also too, if this is new to you, if you've never done this before, you know, there's temptation, right? When you're connecting with someone, if you're attracted to someone. But I do see actually some success for a couple here who are getting to know each other, falling in love, but not going all the way, honestly. Let's see. Queen of Cups. Okay. Two of Swords. Okay. Let's see the Queen of Cups and the Two of Swords. I see the reason why someone is deciding to kind of take this strategy when it comes to dating, though. Because I think in the past, you know, we've connected with people, you know, maybe we've been intimate and developed feelings. And feelings weren't really what was being offered or what was being put on the table. It's like, I don't want to deal with that anymore. Yeah. I mean, I totally get it. I totally get it. What I find interesting, too, is oftentimes when God has someone for you, there's going to be a lot of parallels between your journeys. So they're going to understand a lot of things about you and you're going to understand a lot of things about them. So if you're like, this is a big part of my journey is like celibacy or kind of, you know, waiting a little bit longer before I'm intimate with someone, I feel like your person is also going to be kind of ready for that or okay with that. Five of Wands. Yeah, Six of Wands. It's like making them work for it a little bit. Okay, I mean, anything else? I think once again, there is going to be a little bit of a challenge because for you, maybe you have not always been celibate and maybe your person hasn't either, but you're kind of on this new journey. I see just kind of like that normal, it's kind of like a funny thing to talk about, but you know, just discipline versus, you know, maybe like past habits or chemistry, things like that. But this feels sort of like a message of encouragement here. Page of Swords, Nine of Wands. Yeah, truly. I see someone actually like, you know, someone who's celibate. And keep in mind, when it comes to finding like your one and only, right? The person you're going to spend the rest of your life with. The good news is you only have to find one person. So if you go on 20 dates and you're like, I'm celibate, and 19 of them are like, well, then that's a deal breaker for me, that's fine. Number 20 will be the one for you. But I do see a message of encouragement of maybe someone who's like, you know, I want to get back out there, I want to start dating, but I want to be a little bit more discerning with the intimacy. It's going to turn out for you. You're going to find your person. The person that's for you will be okay with it. Justice. King of Pentacles. I like it. Four of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. So there is one thing here. Just be aware. I think during this process, you're going to meet somebody who's going to feel like they're really checking off all your boxes, but they are going to test you when it comes to this commitment to celibacy. Let's ask a quick clarifier just on this topic, because I feel like this person's either going to be quite successful, and you're going to be like, gosh, like this, I really like this person. Four of Swords. Yeah, Six of Cups in the Hierophant. Chariot, Nine of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. Okay, this was like a very special message for someone who's like, you know, I want to start dating, I want to get out there, but I want to be like kind of on my celibacy journey, or I want to be more discerning. I don't want to, you know, sleep with someone right away. This is now kind of being baked into your kind of life journey, right? So you're saying, okay, I want to be celibate and I want the person that I'm marrying to be okay with that, you know, making sure they really love me, making sure they really care about me before I give that part of myself to them, which I think is very honorable. It's very beautiful. If you don't decide to do that, I don't personally have an opinion on it either way, but it totally makes sense why you would want to do this, and I totally support it 100%. But because this is now part of your process, God is saying, okay, like, yes, your future husband or your future wife is going to be totally okay with waiting for whenever you're ready. Now, there are going to be people sent who are going to be testing you and challenging you in this commitment. What I can say is just to kind of help you with that journey. I feel like this person, this King of Pentacles, is going to be quite financially well off. I feel like they're going to be able to kind of deliver on that front. Two of Pentacles, but they won't be loyal. Keep that in mind. I'm just going to throw it out there really quickly because I feel like it'll make it a lot easier for you to kind of navigate the situation, because I see that we have this King of Swords and this Queen of Swords, so two people with a lot of discipline when it comes to their bodies at this point in their life, which is good. You know, I think everybody is different, but I think that you're looking for someone who's going to have that same level of discipline and commitment and patience, and truly valuing you and caring about you. But just be aware that you are going to be tested during this process, and you're going to meet a King of Pentacles where it's gonna be clear to you that this person is going to be like, well, I want to sleep with you. Like, I don't want to wait. Things are going to look kind of good on paper, at least when it comes to like maybe finances or something. They could be good looking, but this person is not going to be the person for you. So this was like a special message for someone who's on this life path, who's on this life journey. You are going to find what you're looking for. I think that you've dealt with some difficulties in the past in terms of like intimacy and people not valuing you or respecting you. And I feel like you're going to find the person that you're looking for. Just don't get tripped up with this person. If you're saying, God, you know, send me someone who's okay with waiting for our commitment or for our marriage, whatever that timeline looks like for you, God will send that person to you. You will get that person. So once again, I also encourage you, take good care of yourself, especially if you're getting out there, if you're dating. It really helps, you know, to make sure that you're being active, you know, looking good, feeling good. Take care of your skin, take care of your hair, dress nice. It's going to really increase that pool for you. And then, you know, as you're talking to people, it'll become quickly apparent to you whether someone's serious or whether they're just trying to, you know, hop in bed. And if you're looking for someone who's willing to wait on that, you will find that person. So that's what I have for you. This feels like a bit more of a specific message, but I think it's a beautiful thing to do. You know, everybody's life path is different. I don't really have any judgments either way, but I understand a lot of people are making this choice, and you know, I think it's a noble one. I think it's a beautiful one, and I think you'll be happy with your decision. All right, that's what I have for you. I do hope that was helpful for who that was for. Thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, details on how to do that are down below. Thank you so much for being here once again. Until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you.